Well, while working on the carburetors of the Yi, I've got a sticky choke which I'm trying to figure out at the moment, and I've got hot and frustrated, so I needed to do something successfully. So I've taken out the glove box here and re-flocked it for the owner. Again, it's not something they've asked me to do, it's not something they're paying me for. I have a flocking kit and it was looking rather bare, so I thought, why not just give it a quick flocking? And it's very easy to do. You buy the flocking kit, you clean the inside, coat it with a black glue, and then you've got a little puffer that is in the flocking kit. In fact, let me show you that. It's just over here. Let me turn the fan off so we're not fighting that noise. And oops, wrong box. So I'm going around in circles here. Here it is, flock kit. So in the kit you get the glue, and you get the black flock, which is like a dust, and you get this little pump, kind of like a kaleidoscope, one of those little balloon pumps, and you put this inside here. Once you've painted the inside of whatever it is you want to coat, and then you just pump this backwards and forwards. Hang on, let me see if I can demonstrate it. Like that. That's rather rude. Practice I know well. And that then puffs out all the black stuff that you've put in there and makes it look pretty. Oops, lost my light again. And makes it look, oh hey, don't do that light. Oh, I guess I got new batteries. So there it is. I think it looks rather nice. Okay, just wanted to throw that in. Okay, I can't help myself, and I really do hope the customer doesn't get upset with me, but this glove box was as bald as a coot or a bald eagle. And I had a flocking kit, and it meant me undoing 3 nuts and doing a quick flock on this. I hope they, 1, appreciate it, and 2, don't get pissed at me for doing it without their permission. It's not going to cost them anything. I'm not going to charge for this. It's just, I get carried away. I know I shouldn't, but I do. Okay, boys and girls. It's the weekend. I was going to start playing with the carburetors on this, but not a good idea. I'm about 2 or 3 gin and tonics down, and no. So what I'm showing you here is the back of the glove box that I've just put back in. And do note the way around this bracket is. And hopefully my light is not destroying it too much. It's hard to do through the windshield. You can see the biggest flat area is up against the box itself, and then the nuts and bolts, and then over here there is just one little clip holding it in position. So next thing to do is to take these air pipes out, and I'm going to attach them to the dash, maybe under the vain attempt that I can actually push them down and through, and then connect them to whatever it is they connect to, rather than try and connect them up to the dash. I also do note this wire here has to be connected back to the main bolt there. I don't really believe this is the way it was done. In fact, I'm pretty fucking sure it wasn't. But that's the way it's been wired to get a ground, so that the choke cable light comes on. I don't like putting it back as it was, but I'm going to do that as a quick temporary measure. Yes, that wire there, and I'm going to put it onto this bolt here. In fact, I think I'll do it properly rather than with a twisted wire. I'm going to put a crimp connector on it. Not that I like them, but it will at least solve that problem. And then we will move on to getting those pipes connected and see if we can get this baby almost back together and then work on the carbs. Right, not sure if this is going to work. It's not the way I'd normally do it, but I figured I'd give it a shot. This particular one I can't put in because it moves, dives, swings across the back of all the instruments here. And in fact, let me get the light to show you. Give me 1 second here, guys. That's the hose there, and it goes all the way across, and you can't even see. Well, you might be able to see that it's, hang on, let me try and get this light so that it's not causing you a problem like it's causing me a problem. So you can see the hose there. That's going to be the connection of the second hose in, and the other hose goes across here, so I don't really want to pull that out. So what I'm going to try and do with this is feed the hoses in. Now that one over there, I may have to pull that out and push it in. So it's going to be a fun job. I can't show you me doing it because it's just going to be struggling and lots of swearing. You know, I'll be saying things like gosh, darn, my, whoopsie, and I might even slip the odd Gordon Ramsay fuck it in. But once it's in, why should I show you? Do you care? All right, you do. Okay, so once it's in, I'll show you. That's the theory, and it's the theory that is mine. Then I got to take these carburetors off again. It's idling at 2000 RPM. Don't ask me why, don't know. Maybe I've got an adjustment wrong. Maybe I've got a throttle that's not closing properly. I'm really not sure at this moment. So I'm going to go back to basics, take all of them off, make sure all of them do what they should do, make all the adjustments I should make, and then put them all back on. Means a bit of a delay for the customer, but fortunately it's not their daily car, so that's not a problem. However, I must say that this particular car is burning oil. The engine probably needs rebuilding, in all honesty. I really don't think, well, I don't know whether the customer would want me to do that. I'd be happy to do it, but don't know if they would want me to. So it's not cheap. To rebuild an E-type engine is not cheap. Maybe I can get it running okay. I'm not 100% sure at the moment because it's burning so much oil. It's pretty rough. I'm not sure if the engine was rebuilt or whether it was just put back together or what the story is. So that's something I'll be delving into with the customer. All right, that's it for the moment. I think I'll probably publish this just for shits and giggles. Let's get something out there for you guys to look at and laugh at. All right. Well, not that you can really tell, but I have got the dash top back in now. Looking rather nice, especially with the finished glove box. That's about it on this video. As they always say, please like, subscribe, comment if you want to, and if you want, you can email me at gstargarage@gmail.com. I do not promise to respond immediately, but I do promise to respond. Okay, so let's get that centerpiece pushed back up, get those nuts back in, and then I'm going to do what is called the drop test on these carburetors. And what that involves doing is getting each of these chambers, take the spring out, push this back, push this back in, and then holding it Oops, and keeping one's finger in the line so that the piston doesn't smash, and then just dropping the center piston, but obviously you make sure you've got your finger in the way so that it doesn't bounce on the needle, and seeing if they all do it at the same speed. Because I know these carburetors have been apart, and maybe the wrong piston was put back into the wrong piston chamber. So I want to make sure that they both fall, or all three of them fall at the same rate, because they could just be slightly off. But prior to doing that, I will be wiping the inside, cleaning the inside again with some petrol. I can't remember where, but it was on one video they said whatever you do, don't polish the inside. I can't quite think why, unless it leaves a residue, but I will be doing that, because these are a precise fit, that's for sure. You know that. Alright, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll just give you one last view of the carburetors with their tops off. Ooh, hey, say, get your tops off, girls. I said that once to a lady who was driving a convertible, get your top off, but all she did was smile. I think she might have thought I meant her clothes, which I actually meant the top of the car. But hey, if she wanted to take her clothes off, I wouldn't have objected. And that's the thing all you girls should bear in mind. Us men don't mind seeing you naked. I can't remember who it was that said it, but I think I've said it before they did, and that was, you know what men are like. Once we've seen one woman naked, we want to see the rest of them. There you go, folks. A good night from me.